Jeff.
Check it out.
Check it out. All right, guys. So this is Austin, back at you with another episode of the Book of Austin, Life of Detours podcast. This is a very special promo episode that we're doing today. This is for the Bull and Walker podcast. Mr. Paul Bull over here. Mr. Jeff Walker should be somewhere in this area right here. These guys are long friends from back in Wahoo. Where was it?
Virginia. Charlottesville, Wahoo. Virginia.
Okay, there you go. Nice, yeah.
That was back, 70s, right?
70s, 80s, yes.
Yeah, nice, dude. So I do want to start with, before we started the pod, he said something about Al Gore owning the World Wide Web, so I want him to expound upon that.
He invented the World Wide Web.
Is that real?
That's what he claims.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're on the internet, you know, I tend to believe everything I hear and read anyway. So
It's gospel.
I am pretty sure that's true.
Yeah, now back when he was Clinton's
Scout's honor.
He was Clinton's vice president.
Yeah, that's right, dude. And then he tried to run, and didn't he get destroyed?
First Bush beat him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the Chads, right? The Chads.
The hanging Chads in Florida.
Hanging Chad.
Yeah, I even remember that, dude.
Yeah, and he ended up being. Go ahead.
Have you guys ever seen a hanging Chad? I don't know what a hanging Chad looks like.
I've seen some Chads I'd like to hang.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Had it coming. Did I go there?
There you go.
Way too early.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Do we have penalty shots going yet? I don't know.
Yeah. How about a little bit of...
Fuck!
Ooh.
Whoa!
Don't worry, this is on my podcast. We'll be talking... We'll have a little more PG on y'all.
We'll clean it up on
absolutely. We'll get a little bit of like... Ball jam.
Oh, well. All right.
That one. There you go. All right.
Not even 5 minutes in, the first F-bomb. I love it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, none of us said it. So really it works out. You know what I'm saying?
We're not liable. Yeah, we're good. No funny.
Oh, man. And then so Jeff over here was talking about he got an email from Trump.
Yeah, apparently he's not getting it. He doesn't have enough money. And
we're going political.
My wife and kids think I have a lot of money, so I think they.
As does mine.
I think they told him.
That list doesn't stop with your wife and kids, by the way. There's others out there that.
Is it like the Bernie commercials where he was like, "I'm asking you to," I'm enlisting you for your support, or some shit like that, dude. Yeah.
So he sent you a personalized email.
Oh, of course. I get them a couple times a day. You know.
Are there any pictures involved?
Yeah. No. You know, he's smarter than that. No pictures are involved. Mm. He's just worried about getting impeached for the 15th time or something like that.
Gosh.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Another felony, probably. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, paying off another porn star. Who knows? I don't know.
Hey, we've all been there, dude. All right. Whoa. The least of our problems.
It's just Wednesday, right? Let's pace ourselves.
Oh no.
Good Lord.
Oh man. So, Paul, when were you on the podcast first time?
I think it was about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 months ago.
January. That would have been like beginning of the year, maybe.
Yeah, right about
the
beginning
end of
the
last year, maybe.
It was. I ran into you. You're like, "Hey, what are you doing this week?"
Yeah,
because we tried to hook up a bunch of times,
so many times, dude,
and schedules are just nuts. And so it was like, okay, and it was perfect the way it happened. It was just like, hey, so nobody had time to think. I showed up here, and we just kind of
hell yeah, we took down some beers, heard a little bit about your life story, dude.
Yeah,
it was a really good time, actually.
It was. I had a blast. That's when I caught this bug.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So after that, you know, your podcast actually did some good numbers, man, and you got a lot of good feedback from it. A lot of good feedback.
This guy hollered at me.
Yeah,
going, you a liar, you a liar, you a liar.
None of that happened. Let me tell it how it really happened.
Okay.
I need you to get me behind the
That's
camera.
why he's like, we got to do our own, and I got to set the record straight. Yeah.
There you go. And then so you guys talked about, so this is all about the Bull and Walker podcast is what we're working with here. It's going to be dropping next Thursday.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome. Recording it on Sunday. Have a great time. Then we'll drop it on next Thursday.
Right.
To be
That's the plan.
Yes. What is that, the 23rd?
Don't get me to...
I swear, right, yeah.
If you say it is, we'll agree with that.
That's right. Well, we'll just drop it on the 23rd no matter what it ends at the end.
Yeah, it's going to be on the 23rd no matter what day that is.
There you go. No, whatever, dude.
23rd. No. Not crazy about that number. That was Michael Jordan's number.
That's right.
Not a big fan of the Jordan guy.
How
about this color,
the
Jeff?
number one, the best basketball player that ever did it?
How you feeling?
Wow.
I would love to hear.
Yeah, I'm not loving that color, that T-shirt either, Paul.
You don't like the Renegade blue?
The
Renegade powder blue?
I wouldn't call it Renegade. I'd call it something else.
The Renegades have won a world championship way more recent than that other team has.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Who's the powder?
You're absolutely
North Carolina.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, right on. Yeah.
that may be episode 4 or 5. I don't want to ruin.
Yeah, we don't want to get him too riled up. First couple episodes here. Yeah,
right.
We got to get lawyers' clearance for a lot of that stuff.
Oh,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
Yeah. That lawyer that we've already been in contact with. Yes,
they've reached out.
The legal team.
Absolutely.
the legal team.
So we did ours, dropped, and I sent out, and I don't have a bunch of friends on Facebook. I think I'm Facebook and Instagram, and I think they're connected. That's why I'm Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that sounds right.
I mean, my Facebook was really about two things: is connecting and staying in contact, and getting pictures and stuff with the kids and the grandkids. Right. And that was like the number one deal. And then goofing off and stuff like that. But that was it. But the major thing, I think, and we've talked about this, Jeff, is you get to connect where, years ago it was a phone book. Yeah. Where you can go back and people you went to high school with, grade school with, college with. And now you just kind of do not a Google search, you do a Facebook search, and all of a sudden you can be friends, and now you can catch up, connect. And,
you can see what they've been doing for the last 10 years.
And you look, go, man, I aged a lot better than you did, or, oh, my God, what all did they have done? That kind of. But no, seriously, that was a way to connect with people that I never would have spoken to or had any idea whatever happened to them. Mm-hmm. And so through that, I started getting people reaching out that were like going, hey, man, that was cool.
Yeah.
And Jeff saw it, and he's like, that was. And so that turned into me and him just having conversations about, man, at first you're just joking.
Oh, yeah.
Going, hey, we should just do a podcast. And and then at the same time, me and you were having, because I was calling you going, dude, that was fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was therapeutic. Mm-hmm. It was cool. You can say what you want. You can edit out stuff. I mean, all that. Oh, yeah. And you don't have to do it every day. You can do it, you're your own boss and everything. Mm-hmm. But those kind of things were happening at the same time. And Jeff, I think, was the one that said we should do one.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it was a way to, like I said, do all those things I just mentioned. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, okay, click.
Yeah.
And I'll check with you, and I'll go, hey, I'll see what it'd take to set it up.
Here, right.
And I wouldn't do anything. Mm-hmm. And then if I approached you, going, hey, dude, help us do a podcast.
How do we do this?
Yeah, how do we do this?
Yeah.
And you're like, give me all these things. I'm like, I'm not going to.
Yeah, and
I'm not going to go and do.
It's so easy, like to me, and like it really is. Like if anybody wants to start a podcast, it is one of the easiest things that you can do. You got to be a little bit tech savvy, maybe. Like I said, I have a notebook and a calendar.
I saw your calendar. It's a flip calendar with kittens on it.
Yeah,
so.
if I can do it, most regular people can figure it out.
Don't be hating on the kittens.
Kittens, it's not slang or code for anything. It's kittens. Meow, meow, kittens.
There you go. Yeah, it's my Hello Kitty calendar.
Mine is right up here in the right up here with me.
There you go. You just look over at it, and it just makes you smile every once in a while. That's all you need in this life.
Right.
I'm so worried. Hit that button. What was that button you hit? That's the one. Thank you.
Hey, he's got a kitten thong on right now, probably. He's just trying to deflect.
Is that Tom Segura?
No.
It is.
Yeah, after Tom lost all the weight. Oh, no, did we lose Jeff? Oh, no,
there he's back. What'd you do, man? We lost
Gotta be careful out here, man.
Jeff, you said something about technology savage.
and it just freaked him out. Oh, no, dude. But no, dude, so we're really excited over here. So we sat down one night, and we got hammered drunk, and we talked about the podcast for a couple hours. Tried to get Paul and Uber home. I don't think that's exactly how that went.
It went good. It went good.
Real good, yep. Yeah. And then, so we sat down last week, and was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
We met right up the road here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. And so that one we actually sat down and nailed some stuff down. So we're going to have the Bull and Walker podcast.
Yes.
And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be basically a buddy podcast with you guys, and you guys can bring in whatever guests. You guys can talk about whatever you want. He said that you're into some Wahoo sports, some baseball, basketball, of course. And so we're just, literally just about anything. So.
Yeah, what was interesting, and Jeff, jump in here. God, now you're on fire.
It looks pretty cool,
actually. I told him I didn't want to speak for you, and we couldn't get you because it was too loud where we were at. But when you're setting these things up, the podcast and everything, you got to kind of like, what is your podcast about?
Yes.
Is it comedy? Is it religion? Is it food network? That kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And there was like 5 of them that I was like, yeah, we're comedy, we're sports, we're political, but in a fun, political, sarcastic. Yeah. Well, sarcastic is probably the category we're going to be in.
Yeah. If that was one of the categories, it would cover.
But it was hard to group in, so I think we selected comedy as the final. But I think we've got a lot of different. There's no telling where this thing will evolve and go into.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see where it goes for you guys, man, because this is.
Well, and that was knowing Jeff as well as I do. I thought it was important to get you, and so I joke about, hey, we didn't have any idea how to do this.
Yeah,
because I know if you Google start a podcast, it's going to say, hey, it's easy, do this.
Steps. Yeah, a couple YouTube videos later,
you can do it.
Yeah,
but then you got to edit, you got to promote, you got to do all these things, you got to do the social media, or as I like to say, the soch.
Yeah, the soch.
And I don't have the cycles of that. I know the Trump supporter doesn't have anything the time to do that.
Yeah,
and I know you know how to do that.
Yes,
you know how to set it up. You know how to get it going. You know how the do's and don'ts, where the speed bumps are, and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah, I did a lot of YouTube searches.
Yeah,
on this,
so I said, we'll commit to, doing a bunch of these broadcasts, at least one a month.
Yeah,
and then we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Podcasts don't have a high success rate,
right?
Which you've informed me of.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that usually falls on the people that do them. More than even getting like following or anything like that. It's people just either get discouraged or they just can't keep up with it type of deal. So I was telling him, Jeff, I think it's 10% of the people that make one episode make a second episode. And then 10% of those people make a third. And then I think it was like 1% of those make it to like a year or something like that. Like the stats on it are just awful. Like, people fall out like flies. But, there are millions of podcasts out there.
Yeah, hey, Michelle Obama just started one.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to call her Big Mike? This is my show. I can call her Big Mike if I want to.
Call her. She's doing it with her twin brother, so.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Twin brother.
Is his
name Mike? Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they're twins or not, but, yeah, she just started it. They all say this is. I don't. It could be. I don't know. Newsom's starting one. Everybody heard me and Jeff were doing one.
That's exactly what happened.
And Newsom's out in California. He's like, I got to do one.
He said, I got to get in there before
Michelle
they come
Obama's
in.
like, oh, shit, I got to drop before they do. I got to grab this niche. So.
We got 2 white men in this particular category.
Right. What in Carolina, what in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I got to do something.
I wonder who they
Let's have a meeting.
For.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Right.
So, Jeff,
I had a hiccup there for a second.
We
for some reason, my AirPods wanted to Jones my phone, so
Oh, weird.
I think I took care of it.
Okay.
Nice. Okay,
Did you lose us audio wise too, or?
Yeah. No, I could see you, but I couldn't hear you. And
What he said about you, I'm going to take care of that. Don't you worry. Okay.
Okay.
He had no right.
He's going to get me after.
He doesn't know you well enough to talk about you like that.
Yeah. It's going to be first. It's going to be a corrective. It's going to be a conversation, and then we'll talk about After that, if it happens again,
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a flagrant one. It's a flagrant one, not a 2. So we're going to
flagrant one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know all about that, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he works at the White Home Depot.
Have you ever heard that one?
No, but that's a good one.
I think I might have made that up, dude.
Did you?
Dude,
that's gold, man.
Somebody tried to send me over to Lowe's, and I was like...
We just lost half of our viewing audience.
Oh, no, but I think we gained a better half.
You think we did?
Oh, yeah, dude. We got a fun half coming at this point. Yes, sir.
All right, so, Jeff, we visited Sunday, and we were, which is rare, we were like serious for well over half of that time.
I would say, we got a good couple hours in
there.
Yeah.
But when we talked, hold on. Uh-oh. God almighty. See?
This is why we're doing this, to work out the kinks.
Yeah, this is what I told you about him, man. See? He's probably signing autographs. He's probably, he's back.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Don't worry.
I don't know why he kept. Yeah, I didn't hear that. Probably a good thing.
Yeah. But,
again, can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
I just deleted my AirPods from my phone, so
I kept trying to connect.
Oh shit!
Well, and that is what we're we're trying to work out some bugs here,
right?
So people know.
When I will work on the laptop situation and get that, because I think that would be a better, obviously.
Scenario
set up, right?
Yeah, you get that going, and then if you get yourself a webcam, that would help. But honestly, your phone has a better camera than just about any webcam you're going to be able to use.
Better than his laptop?
Well, my laptop one sucks. I don't know what he's got, but mine is awful.
Right.
Like, it looks like I'm the Unabomber or something.
Well, if you recommend something that he needs, I mean, we'll get. I mean, if it makes sense, let's go ahead and.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Yeah,
and
if you get one that hooks up to the top of your computer, you can kind of adjust and everything like that. That'll help to where you're not having to set your phone around somewhere.
Right,
get a stand for it.
You got the one.
I just dropped the phone. So,
so for anybody that's having why is Jeff not in studio? Jeff is not in Texas.
Right.
Jeff is where? So Jeff, give us a little. Where are you at? Why are you there? And why do you want to come back to Texas so bad?
There you go.
Well, anybody that's lived in Texas knows why they want to get back to Texas.
Thank you, my man.
Yep. And what's his name? What's the guy? Abbott. I'll get a royalty. I'll get a royalty check for that comment. I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
It's part of the promo, baby.
Part of the promo.
Yeah.
That's right. You got to get an education stimulus check.
Yeah, boy, the economy needs those again. But no, I'm out here. We relocated to Bluffton, South Carolina, which is basically Hilton Head. My father, beautiful Bluffton. Lots of reptiles that like to eat things are around here.
They got gators for real?
They climb fences, dude. Anyway, go ahead.
Big mofo gators.
That's great.
Big ones that could hurt you permanently. So my father lives out here, and he's unfortunately battling dementia.
Oh wow!
And we decided to come out here and try to help with his care.
There you go.
And it's been tough. It's been a very tough transition. We've got a grandson on the way who they live in Oklahoma.
Wow.
So just right up the road from you guys, right up I-35.
What part of Oklahoma?
They live
right around Oklahoma City, right?
Oklahoma City, in between Oklahoma City and Tulsa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So kind of.
They live in a little town called West.
Nowhere, Oklahoma. Yeah.
everywhere in Oklahoma is nowhere.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, you got me there.
So when people refer to Oklahoma, it's like, where do you live, near Tulsa or Oklahoma City?
Yeah, that's all you got, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
spit both
then
ways to get there.
exactly. And sometimes when the wind's blowing, yeah,
You almost can't even make it with how flat that shit goes, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Golly.
So, but we've been out here since July, and we're working on getting back. I have a daughter who Paul attended her wedding couple years ago. Was it 2 years ago, Paul? I think.
Year and a half, 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
That was an adventure.
Paul.
Wait, is she here?
They're still out there, aren't they?
Yeah, she's still in Lubbock. Her and her husband are still in Lubbock,
but they're trying to get.
They're trying to relocate
area.
to the Metroplex.
I've been sending his Savannah's husband. Mm-hmm. Jeff got me his resume. He's a teacher coach.
Oh, cool!
And so I've been spreading his resume out to anybody and everybody I know here. So hopefully we'll get him something lined up and something good.
That's what I'm talking about. Very cool. Yeah. And then you can come work at this Lowe's down the street over here.
I know a guy.
I know a guy. Yeah, I know a lot of guys.
He helped get my son a job in the one in Mesquite years back. Yeah. Kay was looking for a gig. Jeff made a couple of calls, and he goes, "Just go in and and boom, he was hired right away."
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, after he retested on the drug testing and everything.
Yeah, but, you got to study for those things.
Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah. Golly.
Yeah. So they can be tricky. So
Jeff's looking to try to get back in, since his daughter and son-in-law coming this way. He's trying to get back this way as well.
How's Dad doing, Jeff?
I wish I could say he's doing good.
Dementia sucks, man.
Yeah, it's the worst, man. It is the worst. I mean, he's still a really healthy man. He's got that unfortunate shuffle that most dementia people get afflicted with, and his long-term memory. He still remembers me.
Yeah.
He still remembers some of the things that I did when I was younger. I mean, he knows that I played football and those kinds of things, and he can not too long ago he was telling a story to myself and my wife Jana about when he was a kid, how his dad used to kill livestock and literally hang it in the cellar.
Oh wow!
And he described how he did that, and
in detail, right?
In detail, yeah.
That's crazy.
Whoa, dude! Yeah, and it's like that memory is vivid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
very
like
much
the
so.
new stuff. Yeah.
What you had for breakfast?
He can't remember what he had for breakfast, or if he had lunch. Right. I mean, it's just a couple years ago, before we put him in that care facility, we'd just been to a restaurant, had an early dinner, which is very common in this part of the world.
Mm-hmm. Fur's Cafeteria, baby, 4:00 run.
Yeah, well, it's usually happy hour.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, he we just it's sad to see.
Yeah.
It's sad to see.
Yeah.
But we're going to spend as much time with him as we can, and the plan is, one of the things that prompted my attempt to come back to Texas is that eventually my stepmother and him are going to sell their house down here and move back to Virginia, where she has a larger group of support group.
Sure.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And she needs that, because she's a pretty petite lady.
Uh-huh.
And my dad is still pretty big fella. I mean, he's still pretty strong, and
yeah.
I mean, how old is your dad? He's got to be 80s,
he's
90s?
Yeah, he's 80. He just turned 86.
Yeah, I was going to say mid-80s, yeah.
Yeah. And one unfortunate fun fact is him and Michael Jordan share the same birthday.
Oh, that's a pretty dope fact, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you might not like it, but I mean,
well, it is what it is.
Sounds like greatness on that day.
Greatness. Well, greatness was really the next day.
Oh no.
That's whenever I was born.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
You just fed the beast, dude.
Yeah.
Hit the button.
Yep.
Yes.
You teed it up big time.
No
I got
kidding.
you,
I mean,
buddy. That's what I'm here for, man. That's all I'm here for. I'm here to
it.
feed the beast, man.
Damn it. Yeah. So that's and that's one of the things we talked about was the therapy part of this thing was.
Yeah.
I think this is, and I've recently lost in the last year and a half my two sisters, and so Jeff and I it's a support system, and we'll get into, especially in our first episode, we're going to get into like how in the heck, because we grew up together, from like middle school through college, and then we went separate ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we reconnect. What we figured out was 30 years later, 20 plus years later.
20 plus years, yeah.
20 plus years later, we reconnected, and it was like we didn't skip a beat.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
I mean, it was, and from then on, it was on because we had kids the same age. His kids were at a school that were in the same with my kid, and they were private schools in Texas, and so we were meeting. And I mean, he had girls. Cade he goes by he, them, they.
Okay,
he's a man. So, but the schools were major, rivals, kind of a deal. I mean, they always won, but they cheated and they didn't test for drugs properly.
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah,
and they recruited. Midland Christian recruited.
Yeah. So, but
hell, I mean, if you
we did score a touchdown against them.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, they called it back, but
they called it back.
We had 14 players on the field. I got blamed for that, but you know what? That's just good coaching. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
hell yeah, dude.
Good
it's like when they were talking about the Astros doing all that shit.
You ain't tried.
There you go. That's exactly where I was going. Thank you, Jeff.
So I think that we talked about this the other night. I think that story would bring all our net new viewers to understand a lot behind us and why we're doing the Dern podcast.
Exactly. Like, we got to figure out, like, the reason I do mine is, like, I do it to learn about, like, we did, like, a full deep dive into, like, the detours of your life, of how, like, you ended up being where you're at type of deal. And then with you guys, we're going to see the cross connections and things like that, like y'all's story together. And then after that, it's just gung-ho, whatever the hell we want. Yeah. But that first episode will be a lot of, like, talking about, like, how you guys know each other, the little stories you got here,
background,
then,
build up. Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what we talked about. I mean, we go through the who do you know, who have you run across in your life, and for both of us, it's amazing that when we reconnected, we're like going, no shit. You know, it's like, damn, what are you doing? How do you know them? How did you get this? Where did you, that all that kind of stuff? And it was really cool. Yeah. And then from that moment on, we've stayed connected really tight.
There you go.
Probably the only guy I get on the phone with and we'll have a conversation, and I stay on the phone with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most guys' conversation, well, most are text now. But now we get on the phone and we talk, and it's serious, it's fun, it's sarcasm.
It's everything that you need it to be. That's that thing we're talking about with, like, the therapy part of this thing, man.
Very
like,
therapeutic.
When else are you going to get, and, like, when I do my podcast, like, I get some people sit down here for, like, 3 hours. Nobody's got their phone out. Nobody's got nothing. We're having a couple of drinks. We're chilling out.
Yeah.
We just sit here. We got a fire going and shit, and we're just talking, man.
Right. Yeah. And that's all it is.
And I'll tell you, too, when we reconnected after, like Paul said, 20 plus years, and he hit the nail on the head. It was like we just said goodbye, and ran into each other again like we were 18 years old. And and even to this day, we will talk, like Paul said, a lot. And, I look at my phone and it's like, shit, I've been talking to this motherfucker for 55 minutes.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to bed earlier. I got a roast.
Yeah, I mean, I got to go to the bathroom, or I got to let the dog out, whatever. But it doesn't feel like 55 minutes. It doesn't feel like 47 minutes because it flows, and I've got very few friends that are like that, but Paul is definitely a brother. I consider him a brother. He came to, like I said earlier, he came to Savannah's wedding a year and a half or so ago, and I'll tell you, we had a fantastic time.
We did.
And people, Paul and I will get in these little spots, little spells where we really kind of play off each other and set each other up. Sometimes intentional, sometimes unintentional.
Oh yeah.
And we just take it and run.
Yeah.
And it's and whenever he mentioned, hey man, we should do a podcast. And then, Paul, how many times in the last, I don't know, couple months have you said, damn, we should be recording this?
Yeah.
I said it Sunday. I'm like, shit, I forgot to hit record.
Yeah.
Because we were just talking about what could be on the podcast. And then all of a sudden we're talking about, politics. And, I told you one of your major challenges is going to be keep us out of the ditch.
Oh, no.
Because we'll get sidetracked.
Buddy. Oh, yeah.
And that's what you said. You're like, that's where the magic happens. It's like, God.
Yeah, dude.
It's, and so that's what we talked about is in our podcast is we want structure, but we don't want, okay, you got 8 minutes to talk about this. You got 10 minutes to talk about this. Maybe let's take
segments.
Let's get A block, B block, C block, all that kind of, but we will have like 4 or 5 topics. We'll take requests for, hey,
absolutely.
Let's talk about it. We think one of the things that will happen on this is some of the people that we know. I mean, we'll bring them on as guests.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll go out and, with my history with the Renegades and the Rangers and even with high school football here locally.
Reach out.
We'll reach out. I'll go out to a practice and interview the quarterback from the Renegades and the receivers.
Yeah, and we're all going to have access to this. So if anybody wants to be on this podcast, reach out to us at bullandwalker@gmail.com.
Yeah.
There you go.
Send us an email. Let us know what you're thinking and why you feel like you want to be on this podcast, what you bring to the game, really.
Bring it.
And we'll let you bring it, dude. And we got all the remote, we got everything that we could need to bring you on. So we can make it easy for you. If you want to be on here, it's
absolutely
as simple as that.
Yeah, we're going to make it fun. It's going to be interactive. We're going to do stupid stuff. I guess that goes without saying, but I mean, we don't take ourselves seriously. I mean, we're serious people when you got to be serious. Jeff's a father, a wonderful father, and he's fixed. By the way, congratulations, getting ready to be a grandfather.
Oh, awesome, man!
Yes, sir.
And by the way, that's a starter kit because I got 8 grandkids. So
there you go.
Yeah.
You saw how pregnant Lady Kristen was when you saw
God,
her.
no, we got little kids running around here. And you know what? That's one way. That shit keeps you young.
Oh yeah.
I got one grandson that starts T-ball Saturday, and I cannot wait.
Wow.
That's
I cannot wait. He's going to be so entertaining. So it's this is all about fun and reconnecting and bringing people back that, like I mentioned earlier about we went and with Facebook and Instagram and all this stuff is we've got people that with me and Jeff reconnecting, we want to hear their stories too.
Oh yeah.
Because they've lived and we missed 40 years of what's happened with them.
Yeah.
Right.
So we want them to come on, tell their stories. The way you interviewed me and got me to talking, we want that to happen and open that up to friends and family and people we don't know. We don't care. I mean, that's how you make those connections.
Hell yeah.
So we don't judge. Okay.
I mean, we'll judge you.
We're going to judge the hell out of you. Yeah, I'm going to judge you.
No, back the truck up there. Boy.
Yeah, okay. All right. See, that just slipped out. But
there'll be some judging.
Yeah. We're going to judge the hell out of you. But it's going to be fun, and you'll laugh too, right?
There you go. All right, so guys, before we give too much away, we're going to go ahead and end this recording. This is our promo episode for Bull and Walker Podcast. It's dropping next Thursday. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
I'll get some dates out there. It's going to be at Bull and Walker on TikTok, Instagram,
YouTube?
X. It's on YouTube, Bull and Walker on there. I'm going to get some of this out there for you guys. So if you guys are listening to this on my end, make sure that you go and check out the Bull and Walker podcast on their end. And then just keep up with them, man, because it's going to be a very, very good time.
It's going to rock. We're going to have fun.
Hell yeah, that's
Amen.
what I'm talking about.
Cheers.
I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to be bigger than the Dream Team in '92. I think it's going to.
Well,
because this is the 2025 Dream Team right here.
Right here.
Yeah, this is the Dream Team. You know, when we go live and whenever you put those things out, I guarantee you, we put it on Facebook. There'll be all kinds of hits on that. There'll be a boatload of people who want to be on it.
Yeah. He wanted to say buttload. He wanted to say
a shitload of it, dude. That's
I wanted to say, a shit ton of people is what I wanted to say.
Go.
Didn't that feel good?
Yes, dude. Let it out, brother.
But man,
this ain't Fox News, baby. Drop that S-bomb.
So what they say is, for YouTube purposes and stuff like that, first 5 minutes, try and keep the curse words out. After that, you're good.
5 minutes.
There you go. So
we're not going to make it.
We're not going to make it.
If I wear this color again, we ain't going to make it.
No,
it's going to be a fight on screen. Ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and by the way, we've got March Madness like right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's going to be very, very good content.
Yeah, we got fun stuff coming. It's a great time sports-wise, and we don't really need sports.
You got MLB coming around, dude. You got, it's going to be
I was talking to people out in Arizona today.
Coming up, too, dude.
That's right.
Wow.
Good fun stuff.
There's a shit ton of topics out there.
There you go, buddy. I love it.
See, he lost those AirPods, and it's been different ever since.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties. He got his wires crossed, and now they're
Jana, I hope she's asleep and locked in her own room.
No, they're out. They're laughing.
Are they?
Jeff's heating up now.
Yeah, are they? Well, they got to be part. We got to get like 5 minutes of them on the show on opening weekend, on opening show Sunday.
Hey, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
We got to get Jan on for sure.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, we can talk about. We can talk about how she destroyed my car when we were out there at your daughter's wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, it was pretty much her fault. So
we can talk about how she locked down this hunk of beef over here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude.
You know. That's like a to be continued segment right there. That's a whole, that's April and May.
She's not even going to release those secrets, bro. That's going in the JFK file, dude.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so let's let them go. We'll hop back on here in a second, and we'll continue our conversation, but we don't want to give them too much, you know. They got to come back to y'all's show to get the good stuff.
There you go. I like it.
All right, guys. We love you. Keep in mind, follow the Bull and Walker. They're coming up. They're about to be awesome. So we're going to let you guys go. See you guys.
See ya.